Peace, fam. How y'all doing? It's Tuesday. I used to do Tarot Tuesday all the time. Tuesday was one of the days, along with, I think, Sunday. And I did Sunday. Now we're here to Tuesday. And I just wanted to pop on right quick while my little baby is sleeping. She's a horrible sleeper. So I don't know how long we have. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes today. Cynthia, what's up, girl? What up, Heba? How you doing? She is good. I was just talking about her. She's asleep in the next room over. What up, Ty? Um, and she is the worst sleeper. She hates napping, and she'll fight her sleep. She'll literally just like kick and scream and cry. She hates going to sleep, and she hates it when no one's holding her while she's asleep. So she's gonna, yeah. That's why I haven't been doing anything while she naps, because it's only been recent that I've been able to put her down to go to sleep. So, what up, Style and Coffee? How are you doing? I miss you too. The baby is asleep in her room. We'll see how long that lasts. Sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it's 2 hours. We'll see what happens. All of you guys who've had babies that are good sleepers, consider yourself lucky, because I've tried everything, and she's just not with it. So, what up, Chef Tony? How you doing? How you doing, everybody? I was live on Sunday. I saw some of you on Sunday, but here I am today. So I am offering a free card. I'm so happy. Thank you. You said I'm so happy for you, Style and Coffee. How sweet. Thank you. Yes, very lucky until she hit 4-year-old. Dang, yeah. So my daughter has never really slept well. She's learning how to sleep right now, but she's old. So I will pull one card, a general card. If you have a specific question, you can send the 1111 donation to Cash App, and we'll do like a mini reading. Otherwise, I'm just going to pull a card and see what comes out for anyone who wants a card. You can apply it to whatever your life situation is, but I'm not doing specific questions unless you're donating. And then to skip the line, it's the donation as well. So if you want to wait patiently, I got you. I'll just go through and give you whatever message comes through. And if you want a specific question and to skip the line, you can send the donation, okay? Heba says, I'm happy for you as well. I can't believe she's here now. I know. I think about that all the time. And don't mind me, like, anytime I get dressed, there's just like shit all over me. Like there's stuff all over my pants because she's always hanging on. So I don't know why I worry about getting dressed, because I end up looking crazy 2 hours into the day, because she's walking now. She started walking when on Father's Day, she started walking, and it was the cutest thing. It was like her little Father's Day gift. She looked right at her dad, and she stood up, and it was just like doop 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 doop. So ever since Father's Day, she's been walking a lot. And thank you, Ty. I just mean my clothes. My clothes look like dingy. You don't see the bottom half where she's at. So she's always hanging. She also wants to be picked up all the time. That's the thing, is I have the clingiest little baby ever. She wants to just be on me all the time. I have to either hold her, or she's like sitting right here in my lap, like right in my face, staring at me. So it's the cutest, but it's also like, goddamn, because she's down to one nap now, which is another thing that I was not ready for. Because when they're babies, they take like 4 or 5 naps a day, and then she went down to like 3 naps a day, and then she went down to 2 naps a day, and now we're down to 1 nap a day. So your girl is tired. But anyway, Ty said, girl, we still look good in our dingy clothes. Yep. You're trying to find me in your Cash App? If you click there's a link that's pinned. If you click that, it should take you directly to Cash App. Otherwise, it's just Boho Healing Co. Let's see. I know Heba was saying some stuff. What's Heba saying? I remember when you come on here and you were pregnant. Yes, I know. Pregnancy was a lot. I mean, having a baby is a lot too, but pregnancy, I was tired all the time. And hungry all the time. Tired and hungry. And I was so nervous. Some people, they just embrace it and they're not nervous and whatever. But I was nervous. I was like, can we just get this baby out on the earth side? Because anything can happen. But she came in her own time, and I've spent the last year and some change just really focusing on her and what she needs primarily. Also, yes, I do want to know something crazy, Ty says. And Tony said that's a beautiful thing. I want to have that special moment. Yes. Yeah. And there's plenty of time. I always tell people, like, I had her when I was 34, and I still wasn't all the way ready. I could have waited a few more years and still probably not been ready. And I just recently saw someone who had her first baby at 47 years old on TikTok. So, I mean, try not to let the concept of time scare you when it comes to babies. It'll happen when it's meant to happen. Everything happens at the right time. Exactly, Heba. So, for anyone out there who that's a righteous desire of your heart, I'm sure it'll happen in divine timing. Parenthood is beautiful, wonderful, and very, very hard. Very hard. But definitely worth it, I would say. Let's see. So I did get your donation, Miss Jackie. Thank you so much. If you want to leave a specific question, we'll start off with Style and Coffee. Okay, you're working, but you'll come back good because I'll definitely be posting this stream. But if you have a specific question, I'll go ahead and start off with Miss Jackie, the donation. Thank you so much. While she's thinking of her question, let's see. Chef Tony says, I've been better with my gifts and giving out readings. That's so dope. I'm glad that you've been practicing and extending your help to other people. I think you're a Leo too, huh? Did you have a good birthday? I'm pretty sure you're a Leo. Ty, I saw you being pregnant. Then I say maybe 6 months, a year later, you popped up with a baby. I was, oh, dang, you knew it. You knew it. You called it. I know there was a few people who told me the same thing. One person told me when I moved from Florida to New Orleans, they were like, you're moving there because you're going to meet your partner and have a baby. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Ty says you were live when I visually saw you pregnant in my head. Damn, getting visions of me. Next time you get a vision, let me know. I want to know before. Style and Coffee says, I like this guy named Sean. He's single. How does he feel about me? And could it be a relationship? Chef Tony's birthday was on Saturday. Happy belated birthday. Happy belated. I hope you have a good lap around the sun this year. New opportunities coming to you. All the abundance and blessings that you've been praying for. I hope it happens for you in divine timing and for your highest good. You thought it would be weird? Okay, well now since you told me that one, you have to tell me any other vision that you have, okay? All right, so we're going with Style and Coffee. She sent a donation. Then we're gonna move on to the generals. If you want me to pull just a general card for you, you can go ahead and ask for that in the chat. If you want a specific card, you can send a donation, okay? But I'll pull everyone's card. It's just specific questions we'll do by donation, okay? Cool. General. Perfect. So just, yes, awesome. Okay, you guys are catching on in the chat. Okay, this one's for Style and Coffee, and then we'll move on to the generals. So what does lifestyle and coffee need to know about Sean? Relationship with Sean. What's going on with Sean at this time? All right. Okay. So I feel like Sean's going through something right now that's making him a little bit more closed off than he would like to be, okay? The very first card that popped out for Sean is the Seven of Wands. So he's fighting something right now. He's trying to find his grounding. He's trying to become more, I think, stable in his life, okay? I think money is potentially an issue here. His job, his career. He's trying to get something off of the ground. He's trying to accomplish more. Okay. He's got goals and dreams, but it looks like he's really having to fight for them right now. And because he's doing this, it's like what he's offering you is not to the fullest capacity yet. Now, some of the cards here show that there's potential for this to become something at a later point, but we have these two cards that show him blocking his heart. Okay, so the first one here, he's got his arms folded, crossing his heart chakra when it comes to love and like an emotional connection. So we definitely have the sexual connection here. He's very much attracted to you, very much intrigued by you. But when it comes to like opening up and sharing his heart, we've got two cards demonstrating he's not quite at that place yet. I would say because of money, we have two Pentacles cards here, and the thing that's blocking his heart chakra in this card is the money. So he's very much concerned with his physical reality, with his job, with kind of tying up some loose ends that he has going on here, that he's not necessarily ready at this current point in time to like open up and give you what you need and what you deserve. But he does want to keep you in his life. He does want to offer something, which is the Knight of Cups here. I just think the timing potentially right now is a little bit iffy here. We have two of the Gemini cards. We have the Magician and the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like as he becomes more stable with his money and with his career, it's going to allow him to open up to you more completely. He may be a little bit tricky or sneaky in the way that he's relating. Like he's probably not going into depth about what his situation is, what his money life is like, what his home life is like, because he's trying to fix it before he has to tell you about it. Okay, so there's something here that he doesn't want you to find out. I don't think it has to do with other women. I think more so it just has to do with his stability. And he's trying to get into a place currently where he is more financially stable, where he is able to give you more of what you want. Because we also have the Sun card, so a Leo card, and the Gemini card. Sometimes the Sun card is also referred to as a Gemini card. But he does see you as a potential partner. When you guys are together, when you guys are talking, you brighten up his day, you bring a lot of light into his life. I feel like your light is shining on the areas of his life that he needs to fix, and that is why he's not completely open to you yet. Okay? So, in the future, yes, right now he's got to spend this retrograde period getting his money right, getting his foundations right so that he can give you what you want and deserve. Miss Jackie, that was for you. So if you're watching back, go back a couple minutes. This is where it ends. Yeah. So the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles, so much pentacle energy. He has to get, he's got to get his life together. And after that, we have the Four of Wands. So yes, it could be something happy. It could be something worth celebrating. There's a lot of hope surrounding the situation, but he's got to get to your level. He's got to get to a higher level of stability, of money, monetary wealth. He's got some things he needs to figure out. Okay. Ooh, we got another donation. Thank you so much. This is, tell me who it is in the chat. I don't want to put your name out there. There you, oh, well, that's your name, Trishana, in both places. Perfect. Because I was like, wait, I don't know if someone wants me to say that. Perfect. Thank you so much for the donation. It's nice to see you too. Well, through the chat, it's nice to engage with your energy. So, Trishana, is there a specific question that you want me to check out? What up, Amber A? I've missed you guys too. We're doing general readings. If you want a specific question or to skip the line, you can send a donation according to the pinned comment. Otherwise, you just want a general one? Well, thank you for the donation for skipping the line. Okay. And I'll get through everybody that I can. My daughter is asleep right now, and I was telling the chat it could last 10 minutes, it could last 2 hours. We don't really know. We're just rolling with it. But let's see, what does Trishana need to know, do, or understand at this time? What's going on with Trishana? Okay, so we have a lot of temperance. Temperance card. You are learning to balance your body, mind, and spirit. You're learning where your limits are and where you need to put more effort. Okay, so this is all about finding stability in your emotions, your spirituality, and your mentality as well. This is also representative of Sagittarius season, which is coming up in November, December timeframe. So this could be a really important time for you. November and December, Sagittarius season is bringing you more emotional fulfillment, more money, and communication. Some sort of news is coming down the pipeline for you. Again, either during Sagittarius season or by Sagittarius season. We have these two queens here who are the masters of their suit. So she's the master of her money. She's the master of self-care. She knows when to just tend to herself and her garden, and she knows how to magnetize the experiences she would like to have toward her. She's very sensual. She's very physical. She only takes part in actions, behaviors, things that she knows is going to add to her value, add to her kingdom. And in that same way, you're being asked to do the same thing. Where are you valuing yourself? Where are you valuing others? Are you putting too much value outside of yourself? Not enough value outside of yourself? Are you paying enough attention to your self-care practices, to your outward appearance? Are you saving enough money? I really feel, though, that you will be coming into more money, into more opportunities because of your decision to really maintain your boundaries in a way and communicate your boundaries, right? In order to maintain your boundaries, you have to communicate them. You have to cut certain people off. You have to cut certain behaviors off. She uses her sword very wisely, and she's kind of daring people, like, I dare you to cross me. I dare you to I dare you to give me less than I deserve, less than what I've been asking for. When the Queen of Swords comes out, she's a master of communication. There's usually some sort of message that comes through, some clarity that you get, whether you're giving other people clarity, like, I finally figured out what I want to do. I finally figured I wanted to leave this job, this relationship, this friendship behind, and there's nothing that you can do to make me change my mind. I finally decided I deserve more than what I've been getting. I'm demanding that here. And I know that as soon as I put my foot down, I'm going to get what I want, either from you or from a different source. And that's what these two queens are about. It's like, as long as I got myself, I know that I'm going to come out successful. I know I'm going to be fulfilled. I know that what I'm doing is going to be worthwhile, because setting your foot down can be an isolating experience, because you'll see the people who are turned off by your boundaries. You'll see the people who are like, nope, can't respect you, can't do that for you. I won't give you what you want. And that can be lonely, because then you realize, oh, well, looks like I need a new boyfriend. Looks like I need new friends. Looks like I need a new job, whatever it is. But that clears the way for this immense amount of satisfaction and emotional fulfillment. Um, so I would say to really, we're coming up on a retrograde, really take the time during the retrograde to think about what's working for you and what is not working for you anymore. And by the end of that retrograde, be ready to express yourself and say, okay, this is it. This is not it. This is working for me. This is not working for me. And know that by doing that, you are inviting more of what you're clearing more space for what you actually do want and what you actually do deserve. Okay? So I hope that resonates for you or helps you in some way. If not yet, then keep it in mind for the next little while. Yeah, we have the 10 of Cups, you have the 9 and the 10 of Cups. So things are happening for you at this time, but you got to make space for it. You got to make room for it. You've been hanging on to things for too long. The cards are like, listen, it's not for you anymore. This is the Libra card. So we're about to be in Virgo season. Libra season is right after. So take this next month or so to really trim the fat and to figure out, okay, what's for me, who's for me, what's for my highest good, and what am I just hanging on to because, I don't want to have to let go. Okay? So I hope that helps you. And thanks for being here. Thanks for the donation. We have no idea how blessed I am by you guys and your energy, your donations, your love, your support. I mean, I ditched you for like a year for a good reason. My daughter, but still, I really do appreciate that you guys are here chilling with me. Okay, so the first one that said general. You really needed to hear that. Okay, good. I'm glad it helps in some way. Now, I know sometimes I don't see your comments and some people feel like they get skipped. I'm not doing it on purpose. So just gently remind me in the comments if I skip you, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. So let's see. In general, where did my general start? Okay, I think Heba was the first one. My leg is asleep. Oh, I see Heba and then Ty and Shirley. Heba, Ty, Shirley. Yeah, you can be added to the list. We're just doing generals. If you would like a specific answer, you can send the 1111 to Cash App. Otherwise, I'll pull a general card and you can apply it to whatever situation that you are in, okay? But yeah, you can be added to the list for sure. So Heba first. What does Heba need to know, do, or understand at this time? Heba. What does Heba need to know, do, or understand? Okay. Okie doke. We got quite a few cards. The first is the Four of Pentacles. It could be that you're hanging on to something, that you're fighting for something, fighting to hang on to something. And it might not be the best thing for you to hang on to. Sometimes we think we know what we want and we go fighting against it, and there's obstacles and things that get in our way, and we're like, why isn't it working? Sometimes it's not working because something new needs to come through. You need to provide yourself with a different perspective of what's happening right now, so that you can clear and make way for the new. There's an entirely new experience that wants to make its way to you. If this is about relationships and it's like an entirely new relationship or new beginning in a relationship, is trying to make its way. But if you keep hanging on so tightly to what you already have, if you keep looking in the past as guidance for where you need to go into your future, you're not going to see what's actually meant for you in this next season of your life. So I really think it's important. We have two number sevens. Seven is about spirituality and like digging deep. I would take a step back from fighting or hanging on. Just take a step back, really sink into yourself, to your intuition. And it's easiest to do this when you are alone. So put purposely allow yourself a few minutes each day to be alone, to journal, to write some things down, to really get to the bottom of whatever it is you're experiencing right now. What are you closing yourself to? What are you hanging on to? Because when we hang on to something, we block ourselves from experience other things without necessarily realizing, right? This person here is hanging on so tightly to what he has that he can't get up and explore anything else. And that's why I think it would be beneficial for you to sit down and really get to the bottom of, okay, in what ways am I embodying this behavior? What things am I holding on to or fighting for or fighting against? And how can I see this from a different perspective to allow for new opportunities to come into my life for my best and my highest good? Okay, that was for Heba. This one's for Ty. What does Ty need to know, do, or understand at this time? Does Ty need to know? Ooh, we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles for Ty, all about collaboration, working together, group projects, creating something new that wasn't in existence before. We have the Knight of Swords, so some communication, some sort of message is going to be coming in to help you complete this project or help you lay the next stones for whatever it is that you're working on. Maybe in work, there's some new piece of information that leads to more money, more opportunities, or a new way of approaching an old problem to create a better outcome. We also have the Lovers and the Magician, as well as the Nine of Wands. So you are approaching a new beginning here. You've maneuvered through a lot of challenges, and maybe there were challenges in your relationship that you are overcoming or that you've learned and grown from. And because of this, there's this new opportunity for you. So with the Magician card, it's all about using everything that you've learned to create something new. It's all about alchemy, using the tools that you have on your table to help you choose this next pathway of your life. The Lovers is definitely about love and relationships. It's also about choices. So, what choices are you going to make for yourself, for your family, for the people you love and care about? And how can you make sure that those choices are that you're making the best choice for all parties involved? This is the King of Cups. So it could be about love, your romantic relationships. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so a lot of love and money here in yours, Ty. New opportunities for making money, new opportunities to build an even stronger relationship, right? To infuse that relationship with even more self-awareness, even more love, even more understanding without getting swept away, right? Because this King of Cups is very emotionally intelligent. He's got the waters raging all around him, but he's also sitting on solid ground. So how do you remain grounded while expressing your love, your passion, your emotional energy as well? I think too, Ty, for you, love and money are very intertwined. So once we realize the connection between love and money, and this isn't always for everyone, but people with a lot of Venus energy, um, love and money can often be very much intertwined. So when your love life is really good, the money's really good. When your love life is a little rocky, your money could be a little bit rocky. So that's some insight for your particular dynamic. Whatever's going on, you can kind of get a feel for what money's going to be like based off your love life. Okay, and that's specifically for Ty. Let's see. Let's see what Ty's saying, and we'll go back up to the list. Let's see. You're transforming departments in your other. Oh, you're transferring departments in your other job. You learned, and you're working on new challenges in your relationship. Excited about new changes that are coming in. Your anniversary is tomorrow. That's dope. Definitely trying to get to understand him and myself emotionally. Yes, and that's all you want is love and money. Hey. Okay, so he was saying your self-limiting beliefs are the things that are holding. Yeah, so but you can't judge yourself based off of the past. Look, this is what I'm talking about. My daughter has all her cookies and crackers and all that all over me. But yeah, but you are a different person than you were in the past. Your strengths have changed. Your weaknesses have changed. Your challenges have changed. And you have to allow yourself to see that, the limitations you've experienced in the past are not necessarily the same things that are going to be struggles for you now or in the future, especially if you've learned from them. Trishana says, thank you for everything. I was patiently waiting for you to come back. Glad you're back and your little ray of sunshine is doing good. Yes, me too. I'm glad I'm back. And I'm definitely working on being more consistent and using my time more wisely because I missed this. I missed interacting. I missed community. Being a mom is wonderful. That's not the only part of my identity, though, that I want to express. I started to feel a little bit like stuck, like all I do is change diapers and breastfeed this baby. But we stopped breastfeeding a month ago, almost exactly a month ago. And I feel so much better because my body is my body. Other people can feed my baby, not just me. It's been feeling really good over here. Because postpartum is no joke. And it's not just like the couple months after you have a baby. It's like a whole year. And some studies are showing that postpartum lasts even longer than a year. So my baby turned a year on June 10th. And honestly, it's like a fog lifted from my brain. Yes, we do have to cherish the stages we're in and be patient with ourselves through the process, yes, of whatever stage we're at. I definitely agree with you. And that's one thing is like with motherhood, it's a lot. It's everything all at once, So it's beautiful, it's difficult, but it's amazing and it's horrible sometimes. But there's always like that love for your child, and there's always the like I still wouldn't trade it, so it's twisted. It's twisted. Okay, so I am doing general readings. If you want a general, you can go ahead and put general in the chat. If you want a specific question, you can send the 11 donation and I'll do a specific one. Otherwise, I'm just pulling and reading whatever comes out, okay? So, and we're only doing this until my baby wakes up. I'm sitting like in the hallway, kind of. And her room is like the dark one with the door closed. Dang, I can never figure out this backward shit. I'm not good at that. But she's in there. So once I hear her waking up, I'm going to have to immediately run away unless I'm on a donation. If I'm on a donation when she wakes up, We'll finish it. We'll finish it even if I have to like find you and email you, okay? We're on the baby's time. So we just left off. We did ties general. I think we're on to Shirley. On to Shirley, and then on to Amber. And then Hot Sun. And then Glittery. Okay. Shirley, it's your turn. Thanks for your patience, guys. I know it can take a while, but I'm just going in order unless I get a donation. So Shirley, what does Shirley need to know, do, or understand at this time? Shirley, you got a lot of changes coming for you, changes for the better. So 5 is the number of change. And it could be that your circle is getting smaller. Maybe you found some things out about people in your circle. Maybe you've been looking at past hurts and replaying past traumas or these past thoughts or past words that someone else has said to you, past argument, whatever it is. You've been spending a lot of time ruminating in the past, thinking about the past, or knowingly or unknowingly allowing the past to kind of predict your future, to dictate your future, which is something that we were talking about with Heba, not allowing our past to inform the future, right? As long as we can imagine a new future for ourselves, then that new future is possible. But if you are replaying what's happened over and over again, you're not allowing yourself to imagine something new for yourself. We can really get stuck there. That's where anxiety and depression and all of that comes into play. So we are moving forward from this and into this Page of Wands energy. So it's like something comes over you and you're able to see, okay, I do deserve new things. I do deserve better things. I do deserve to feel happy and passionate and creative. And I am allowing myself to dream again. I'm allowing myself to take some steps forward in the direction that my soul is calling me to. If you look here, this person, this represents the past, this represents the present, and this represents the future. So you are dreaming again. You are creating plans for yourself again. Maybe you're considering traveling. Maybe you are moving somewhere. Maybe you are just visiting someone, whatever it is. It's like there's this fire that's being reignited for you. If you don't feel it yet, then you most likely will by the end of the year. And it's because you're getting in touch with your intuition, getting in touch with your dreams, allowing yourself to feel renewed from and transformed from the things that you've experienced in the past that were negative. The Fool is your reminder to go in these new directions, experience new things, allow yourself to have some fun and to move in directions that you wouldn't normally have let yourself go, because this is where the magic is, right? The Fool receives his blessings because he's willing to take that leap. He's willing to honestly, he's willing to be called crazy. Like, other people might not understand what you want to do, but that's because they were not given your vision. Okay. So that's another thing. Don't expect other people to validate or co-sign on your dreams. Your dreams are your dreams. Your decisions are your decisions. You don't have to have other people's permission in order to move forward in the direction that you would like to move in, Shirley, okay? So this is your life. Allow yourself to take some risks, especially if they are exciting to you, especially if they align with your goals, your dreams, your passions. Take some risks. Dare to fail. And I feel like when we are in this spot where we're like, I'm just going to try it, I don't care if I fail or not, that's where the magic happens. Okay, that's when you realize, like, was I so afraid of this whole time? Like, there's so much beauty on the other side of fear. So that was for Miss Shirley. Are you in the building, Miss Shirley? I missed you, Lawanda. How you doing? I didn't skip you. We're coming back around. We're coming back around for the generals. So that's Shirley. Let's see. We did Trishana. She donated. Amber. We're reading for Amber. And thank you to my moderators for helping me. I scroll down to see what you're saying, and I scroll back up to the line, okay? So I'm just going down as I see the requests for the generals. And Amber is Amber is the next one. And then Hot Sun. What does Amber A need to know, do, or understand? Okay. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, that's intense. That's intense. Then the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Okay, whatever's going on in your life, whether or not it feels like it is a good thing, it is a good thing. And I want you to take on this perspective and just be like, okay, this is good. Whatever it is, it's good. Whatever it is, I'm going to learn from it. Whatever it is, I'm going to use it to fuel myself, to propel myself into this next chapter of my life, because it does look like you got some changes coming up. And these changes, whatever they are for your best and highest good. So this Wheel of Fortune card is like, okay, I need you to get into the mindset of this is happening for me and not to me. So that when these things, when this announcement comes, when this betrayal comes, when this looking back in the past comes, when this move comes, when this new job comes, you know that this is the best possible thing to happen to you or for you. Whatever this tower moment is, whether it's already happened or whether it's going to happen, it needs to happen for your highest good. It's happening regardless. So yeah, the Chariot, there's movement here. You could be moving states, you could be moving jobs, you could be moving houses, you could be moving relationships, the possibilities are endless. But when the Chariot card comes out, it's like, hey, put your armor on, get ready. We're going in the direction of your best and highest good. So anything that's happening all around you, do your best to stay in your Zen zone of like, okay, I trust you, God. I trust you, universe. I trust you, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. And I know that whatever's happening for me is happening for my best and highest good, okay? That's for Amber. You got some big changes coming up. Girl, you're probably relocating to a different state. There's a lot of movement card. You feel like a tower just happened. Okay, if it just it's possible that it's already happened, and your challenge now is to use it to propel you forward. I do see like there's a lot of movement cards. Like look, these two especially, they're movement cards. Like, so if you've been thinking about moving to a different state, yeah, it could be the women around you, right? Could be that. It could be the fact that you're I'm assuming you're in the same safe house. Yeah, you're not going to be at the safe house forever. You're eventually going to have to move somewhere else and do something different. So your job is to trust this path and this journey that you are getting closer to the fortunate aspects of this experience and farther away from the past. Yeah, I can imagine there's a lot of toxicity and chaos there. So just know that this is not the last stop for you. We're making plans, we're getting away, I can I came here because of abuse from family. Okay. So that sounds incredibly horrible. I feel like that's exactly what this tower part was about. You've been through your tower moment, and now it's okay, how am I moving forward from it? And this, with this Wheel of Fortune card being the very first card out, it's trying to tell you, hey, this is not going to last forever. Yeah, that's a beautiful decision, and that's such a hard decision to make. A lot of people, it takes a lot of people many, many, many years of abusive relationships and situations in order to get out. And it looks like you got out relatively quickly. And that in itself is a blessing, right? Being strong enough, being clear headed enough to be able to make that decision is why the Wheel of Fortune is on your side. Okay. So keep your head up, and keep fighting for yourself and your family, because there's definitely something better on its way to you. And even though it's a safe house, it doesn't mean it's going to be the best place for you long term, which I know you know already. So keep your eye on the prize in terms of getting out of there too when the time is when it's time, getting out of there as well. Okay, that was for Amber. Let's see, where were we? Amber, and then Hot Sun, and then I think it's Glitter after that. So next is Hot Sun. What does Hot Sun need to know, do, or understand at this time? Yeah, for sure, Amber. You got it, girl. You got it. I want you to keep that Wheel of Fortune in the front of your mind. Okay, let that be like your lighthouse. Hot Sun, Hot Sun. What does Hot Sun need to know, do, or understand at this time? Okay, Hot Sun, we got the Moon, the Devil, and the Six of Pentacles. So the Moon card comes out when it's especially important for you to drop into your intuition. If you've been feeling kind of off about a person, place, or a situation, it's worth digging into what that feeling is about, okay? Do not reject your intuition, but also understand that sometimes anxiety can sound like intuition. So the thing to remember is that anxiety is repetitive and loud, and your intuition is kind of like subtle and soft, okay? And it often doesn't repeat itself too much. This is also the Cancer card. So there could be some Cancer energy near or around you. It's also a call for you to tap into the moon cycle, tap into your personal cycle. If you have a menstrual cycle, I'm not sure if you're a man or a woman. I'm guessing woman. Hot Sun, if you are a woman, tap into your menstrual cycle. If you're not, tap into just the regular moon cycle, because there's a lot of messages, energy, and lessons that you can learn from tracking that sort of thing. So when is the new moon? When is the full moon? When is it waxing? When is it waning? And making sure that you are aligning yourself with the ebbs and the flows. Okay. Now, the exact opposite card of Cancer is Capricorn. Okay. So these two are opposites here when it comes to astrology and the zodiac. Capricorn is represented here by the Devil card. And it's asking you to see, in what ways are you giving yourself away to other people? In what way are you giving yourself away to behaviors? If you notice the chains on their necks, they're chained, but the chains on their neck are loose. So they could get away at any point in time. It's just a matter of like releasing themselves from the grip of this Devil card here. So, what situations are you in that you don't want to be in, that you feel like you're stuck in, but you're actually not stuck. There is a way out. There is a way forward. There is a way for you to get more of what you want and less of what you don't want. It is going to require you to modify your actions and behaviors, to modify the codependent patterns that you may be experiencing at this time. Maybe it's a love of a job that's not good for you. Maybe it's love of money. Maybe it's an actual relationship where the dynamics are not exactly what you want them to be. Whatever it is, you're being asked to like recalibrate and rebalance. Where are you giving too much and where are you giving too little? And how can you find a better midpoint? This is also typically represented by a representation of Libra season. So there could be a lot that comes up for you during Libra season and Capricorn season that you will have to act upon. You'll have to choose, like, okay, do I want more of this or less of this? If the answer is more, go in the direction of more. If the answer is less, then work on freeing yourself from those particular chains, okay? The bottom here is more money, more seeds to plant, more potential just in general. Okay, we also have the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. So you're going to be asked to let go of certain things that may seem difficult to do in the present, but ultimately is going to make space for something that's going to make you even happier. So it's not much of a sacrifice when you know that on the other side of it is everything else that you wanted. So there's that. There's that for hot sun. Now we're going to Glittery Z. Glittery Z, we're going to pull a general card for you. You can apply it to your specific situation. Glittery Z. I'm trying to see who's after Glittery. Glittery. Guara, what up? Okay. First is Glittery. Thanks, Kyle. Glittery. What does Glittery need to know, do, or understand at this time? Rest. It's so important for you to rest, for you to give your thinking mind a break and to allow your subconscious, your intuition to guide you forward. The Strength card, okay? You've been fighting a hard battle. You've been asked to be strong for a long time. And because of that, it's important. Like, this is a marathon. This is a marathon, not a sprint. So you want to make sure that you are building in opportunities for you to rest, relax, and rejuvenate because you've been asked to be strong for so long. You want to make sure that you are giving yourself what you need so that you can continue showing up in whatever way you need to show up. This represents Leo. Could be some Leo energy in your life, or it could be that this season has been demanding a lot from you. And as we get closer to Libra season, you have the opportunity to move in a new direction. And this new direction, again, is going to be very emotionally fulfilling. It's like you receive the rewards of your hard work. So build in opportunities for rest so that you don't burn yourself out while the universe is asking you to be as strong and as bright as you've had to be. It will also make it easier to recognize this new opportunity for what it is once it fully reveals itself, probably around Libra season. I'm saying Libra because we have swords. Libra is an air sign. So once we get back to those air seasons, it's like there's this breath of fresh air that comes into your life, showing you what things are possible for you. So Yeah. Making sure that you are quieting your mind. Okay, your mind is doing a lot of chattering. Your mind is bringing you a lot of anxieties, and you want to make sure, again, the message here for a lot of folks is your intuition is quiet, and it's more like a, hey, pay attention to this, and then it lets you go. It lets you go see if you're going to pay attention to that. Your anxiety is more of a blaring, consistent, loud sort of thing. So if you're someone who struggles with anxiety versus intuition, pay attention to the quality of the message that you're receiving. Is it loud? Is it taking over everything? Is it causing your blood pressure to spike? Is it repetitive? Or is it quiet, gentle, and less demanding? So I hope that helps in some way. Next, we're on Gaurav and then Divine Feminine. And then we're going to close the list because this little girl's going to wake up any moment. If you're coming in after Divine Feminine, you can send a donation to skip the line. Otherwise, we are closing. We're doing Gaurav and then Divine Feminine. And that is it for the free readings. So we're just doing a general reading, Gaurav. I'll just pull a card. You can apply it to your situation how you see fit. There's something, so Scorpio season is going to be really important for you. That's what this card represents, is Scorpio season. It also represents transformation, new beginnings. So there's some things going on in your life that are wrapping up, because we also have this 9 and 10 of wands here. Okay, so we're going from 9 to 10, and after 10, it's a new suit as far as the face cards go. So you are reaching the end of a cycle in your life. You're coming up on some brand new beginnings, beginnings that are related to your passions, to things that you really care about. This could be regarding school, work, or relationships, but whatever it is, there's new beginnings coming, and new beginnings are often disguised as endings. So if there's anything that's wrapping up or ending in your life, it is making way for a brand new beginning. You've worked really hard. You've been putting a lot of effort into certain areas of your life. And as a result of this hard work and of this effort, Lawanda, I skipped you. New opportunities are coming in. A general. Oh, I skipped you. You're supposed to be right now. Okay, I'll do you next, Lawanda, and then Divine. My bad, girl. Yeah, so there's these new beginnings here on the other end of what looks like an ending. Okay, but we know nothing ends. New things are disguised as endings. That is for Gaurav. Okay, Lawanda, and then Divine. Lawanda, what does Lawanda need to know, do, or understand? And then Divine, and then we're done. Thanks for your patience with me, because that definitely was not on purpose. Lawanda, what does Lawanda need to know, do, or understand? Lawanda. We have the King of Swords, the Knight of Cups. Ooh, and then the Ace of Cups. Somebody's getting very clear about what they want and what they don't want in their life. The King of Swords comes in and just says what he wants, says what he feels, is pretty blunt about it, doesn't care about the outcome. They are very expressive. This could be representative of someone in your life, someone that you're dealing with, maybe an air sign, or maybe someone who just comes off as an air sign, someone who's very direct, very blunt, and they're like, hey, this is what I want. This is how I want it. Do you want to be part of this or not? This could also be related to work. A lot of the times our bosses kind of have this energy of like, do this, do this, do this. This is what I need. But what makes me think it's more of an opportunity, maybe in a relationship, or maybe in a relationship because of the cups. But it could also be something that you've been waiting to hear or waiting to have an answer about. This Knight of Cups comes in along with the Ace of Cups to reward you in a way that is meaningful emotionally and relationally. Usually cups are about relationships. So there could be this like healing within a relationship that you currently have or a relationship that you've been calling in. This is a healing card. It's a card of connection, reception, love, deep bonds. So there's this air sign energy here that comes in, says what they want, sets their boundaries, sets their expectations, gives you an invitation or what have you. And this is something that is very emotionally charged in a positive way. Let's see what else we have. Whatever this news is, yeah, it's pertaining to like love and family and emotions and money. So where there once was lack or like a block in the heart chakra, I feel like that block has been opened. We have the King of Cups as well. So not only is this person or this situation more direct, but they're also more emotionally intelligent. They're like, okay, I figured it out. I figured out what I want. I figured out what I don't want. I figured out what I have to offer, and I have a lot to offer. So you're being offered. So we have two aces here. You're being offered something that is physical, financially stable, emotionally stable. You could be entering, look, you have all the king, all the king energy. King energy, family energy, love energy, new beginnings in each of these realms. Girl, what is going on? Your family life, your money life, your work life, all of that is on the up and up. You could have multiple people giving you offers at work, offers at love, what have you. And you're going to need to make the decision that your heart wants to make and that your pockets want to make. Your heart and your pockets. You have three kings, girl. Three kings. We have the relationship card. We have the generational wealth card. Girl. Maybe it has to do with retrograde season. Somebody coming back with a changed heart. Whatever it is, I'll be curious to see. But that's some of the general information I got for you, okay? So we're going to divine, and then you're confused about life right now. I mean, you got a lot of kings here. So there's more offers. If you haven't been given offers yet, just wait a minute. Shirley, we did your general. Shirley, we did yours. Go back yours was one of the first ones, if not the first one. So go back. I say your name a couple times, and that's how you'll know it's yours. Okay, so Lawanda, your job is to work on your heart chakra. Remove your block from your heart chakra or your apprehension from your heart chakra, and it's okay, Shirley, and you'll be able to feel which decision is the best one for you. But it looks like, kind of regardless of what you choose, you're being rewarded anyway. Like there wasn't really anything in your there wasn't really anything in your reading that was bad. It's more so like, what do you want, girl? You can have this, you could have this, you could have this, you could have this. What do you want? Okay. So that's more so the energy that you're on, is using the time that you have right now to figure out what you want and what your heart wants, and then go with that. Okay. And if you're not ready to make decisions yet, then don't, because you'll know when you're ready to make the decision. Okay, Divine. Okay, we're closing up this list. Do you know how far back it is? Shirley's was pretty far back. So go to like the first 15, 20 minutes ish, I would say, because I'm pretty sure you were like the first one of the first ones. It's in here somewhere, but try and go back quite a bit, okay? So Chantel's going to be my last one for real, for real. We are on Divine. And then Chantel, I think. What does Divine need to know, do, or understand at this time? We're just doing general questions. If you want a specific, you can send a donation. But I'm just going to pull what I pull and then apply what I say to whatever you got going on. Look, Divine, you have some clarity coming in, some communication coming in, and the Ace of Pentacles. If you've been looking for a job, applying for jobs, trying to get a raise, trying to get some idea out of your head and like into the real world, there's a lot of energy coming to you to help make that possible. But you have to be honest with yourself about what you want and what you don't want. So we're not just accepting anything for the sake of accepting it. We are really using your skills, using your intuition, using the things that you can't stop thinking about in order to create a new path for yourself. Yeah. If you've been trying to make a decision one way or the other, we're not just going with the grain because it's the easy thing to do. So what you're being asked to do right now is to take some time out, take a step back from whatever the situation is, and to really dive deep into your intuition, into your being, and ask yourself, what do I want? And you're not rushing the answers. You're not demanding an answer from yourself. You're just allowing yourself to feel through it. Clarity is going to come, and the fortune is going to come as well. It seems like whatever decision that you have to make that's coming up, or maybe it's a decision you're already aware of, seems like regardless of which way you go, it's going to result in your best and highest good, okay? It's going to result in money. You're going to get what you want. You might even get more than what you want. Yeah. Your job is to be strong in the meantime, to prove like you can handle this. I got this. I know that what I am seeking is seeking me. And that's for Divine. What up, Sunbla? Okay, we're on Coco and then Chantel. And we're done. So Coco had a specific question. I'm not going to read it. I'm just doing generals, okay? But I know that Coco wants something. Let's see what the cards have to say. What do the cards want you to know at this time, Coco? Okay, so first card out is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles comes when it is time to collaborate with other people, to be part of a group, part of a community, to make yourself available for others. When it's time to create something that didn't exist before. Girl, there was something about relationships in that question, and they're coming. The proper people, places, and opportunities are on their way to you. Girl, I don't even want to talk to you about relationships anymore. Chill. Chill, fam. It's going to happen. When it happens, it's going to be good. In the meantime, work on yourself. Keep putting yourself out there in the realm of things that you like to do. Is there a hobby that you have that you can spend more time doing, whether you put yourself out there virtually or physically? That is the key to all of this, is doing more of what you love, girl. Enjoy your life. Have fun. Like, what do you like to do? And go do that. And then you'll meet more people that like to do those things. And then you'll get this relationship that you've been wanting. Okay. But the key is like to not put so much emphasis on relationships that you're forgetting to have a good time. Okay. Because when you're having a good time, your whole vibe rises. And then you become like a beacon for everything that you want. Like, you become the sunshine, and everybody fucking loves the sunshine, right? So people are like, ooh, who's this light over here? Like, I want to meet you. I want to hang out with you. I want to do more things with you. And yeah, these cards are beautiful, Coco. So stop with the doubt. Stop with the self-deprecation. Stop putting so much emphasis on romantic relationships and put more emphasis on, what do I like to do? What am I good at? What brings me joy? What am I passionate about? Maybe it's dancing. Maybe whatever it is, do more of that. And that's how you meet the person. I love you. But these cards are like all so good, and like everything you want is going to happen. So don't act like the spoiled kid in the grocery store. Let your parents surprise you with like the present or the treat or the whatever. Like, let the universe surprise you. And in the meantime, have fun. Have fun, Coco Janelle. Okay, last one, Chantel. And then I'll have to see you guys on another day. I don't know when, so make sure you're subscribed and that you have the notification bell turned on, because I'll probably try and do more of this when my daughter's sleeping, like she apparently still is right now. I'm kind of impressed. You're so welcome, Shirley. I hope you find it pretty easily. This is for Chantel. Okay, Chantel. All right. Okay, there's some things in your life that are wrapping themselves up. Okay, this world card, there's some endings here. There's definitely some endings, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. If you were here a few minutes ago, we talked about how new beginnings are disguised as endings. So anything in your life that seems complete, that is no longer worth hanging on to, any friends that have fallen away, any relationships that are falling away, anything that's not keeping up with you and your vibe, let it go and just like bless it as it goes. Like, okay, I guess this isn't for me. If it's not working out, if it's just not working out, it's not working out. And that's okay, because there's an opportunity here for a new direction. Okay. A new direction to move in that feels more authentic to who you are and who you are becoming. This is this queen energy here. You have overcome a lot in your life. You're currently overcoming a lot in your life as well. And it's getting you new prizes, new opportunities, and new options. If you keep judging yourself from a past expectation or vantage point, you're not going to feel as good as you could. Okay. So looks like there's some choice you need to make, some decisions you need to make. Maybe you feel like helpless in certain ways. This person is blindfolded with two swords, blocking their heart chakra. You need to open yourself back up. Okay. Some things in the past have caused you to put a block around your heart, to put a block around your spirit, your goals, your passions, and it's time for you to remove that, to put those swords down. It's not time to fight. It's not time to battle in someone with words. It's not time to win an argument. None of that really actually matters. It's time to get back to yourself. So put the swords down, take the blindfold off, realize and understand you on some level do know what to do. You do know what you would like to do. And at the very least, you know what you don't want any more of. So if you don't know where to go, start there. What do I not want in my life anymore? What am I sick and tired of, sick and tired of, sick and tired of? What am I pretending like I can't see simply to keep the peace? Or what am I pretending like doesn't exist so that I don't have to make any changes? And if you can be that honest with yourself, everything else makes so much more sense, right? The direction that you need to go in starts to make more sense, but it starts with you being honest with your heart. What do I want? What is not working? What have I been, or how have I been accepting less than what I deserve? And how long have I been doing that? And who have I been doing that with? And do they need to be in my life anymore if they're not adding anything to it? Get back to your passions, boo. Get back to what you love. Okay, let yourself dream. Let yourself experience what you actually want. You've already had so much of what you don't want. Now take all those and do the exact opposite. Okay, do the exact opposite. The important thing here is to be the fool. We've talked about this a little bit earlier in the live. You have to be willing to be called crazy sometimes. This individual is about to jump off a cliff. But what the fool knows that everybody else doesn't know is at the bottom of that cliff, there's a bed of feathers. God is going to catch you. The universe is going to catch you. If you are brave enough to take a leap and to move in the direction of your dreams, of your passions, of your purpose, you are not going to fall. You're not going to fail. And even if you do fail, it's like, so the fuck what? Now I know what I don't want. Now I know what's not going to work. Now I've learned a lesson, but at least I dared go after what I want. Okay. So no one else, when the Fool card comes out, no one else has to understand why you're doing what you're doing. No one else has to agree with you or co-sign on it. If it is your dream, if your intuition is telling you to do it, if your passions and purpose are like, hey, jump off this cliff, jump off the fucking cliff. I think, not that we are super fans or anything, but Will Smith has this really good talk. I think when he was talking about like going, like jumping out of an airplane, skydiving, Google it, Will Smith jumping out of a plane. He has like a really good talk that helped me a few years ago. And basically he's saying like everything you want is on the other side of fear. Okay, you can keep playing small, you can keep repeating the same patterns over and over again because it's familiar and it feels good and your family's with it and your baby daddy or your ex or whoever, like you can keep doing it. Or you can dare to do something else, something different, something out of the box, and like see what happens. The key for you is to tap back in to your passions, to your desires, to your talents, and to your intuition, okay? I hope that helps you. I'm so grateful for you guys, for your donations, for your energy, for your time, for allowing me to talk at you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your patience with me over this last year or so. Thanks for sharing the channel. All of it. I'm going to go and we'll see hopefully in the next couple days when I can come back on. Baby girl has been asleep for the last hour and 25 minutes. We're so proud of Lily Moon. If we can get her to keep doing this, I can come back on more regularly. So send me all the baby love, baby nap energy. But anyway, I gotta go. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.